Forward folding clasped lotus. So if you hadn't been progressing, you definitely want to make sure you warm up before this posture in hip openers and ideally half lotus, and then coming into full lotus is a perfect progression. So for you today, as you are progressing, if you're doing these lessons back to back, you want to take a little break, shake out the legs, maybe standing forward fold or a seated forward fold to give the legs a break as we are closing our hips, and so as we also want to stretch and open them all back up. So forward folding lotus, talked a little bit about bound lotus or clasped lotus. See, they're hard to remove out of my vocabulary after teaching for so long. So ultimately, you want to come into the full lotus posture. And the clasped lotus is an intense heart opener as you reach both arms back, clasping for both ankles, toes, feet, legs, actually whatever you can reach. Whatever form of clasped lotus is fine, and there's no reward for doing the most deep posture. So again, maybe shake that out, flex the feet, coming into staff, and then let's do the opposite, leg on top for our forward fold. And remembering your large, medium, small, and coming into that. You can also stack something high. You can have a nice big bolster if you wanted to, but here's our forward fold. And when you forward fold, opening your heart and then leading with the heart. So being really mindful and gentle as you come down to forearms, and then maybe the block is on the forehead, but I'm keeping the spine long all the while my sacrum and glutes are super glued to the earth. So I'm not coming off the earth, but I'm planting and then hinging. There's a big difference in the lumbar stretch. So forward fold, full lotus. And perhaps you just stay there as long as you need to. Remembering your release, maybe it's a forward fold, maybe it's the windshield wiper, or both. On page 31, there is the half clasp lotus forward fold. It's a lot of words. And we touched on this in half lotus with the different options. So don't forget your strap and don't forget your options. So you can clasp it, or I can use the strap around the ankle and I can forward fold. Now I happen to have a block there, so if you want to reach extending beyond the foot, that's an option too. Being sure and mindful. Now, when you lengthen the spine, I was going to say be sure and mindful to do the other side. Lengthen the spine, internally rotate, and get that twist. And again, you may need a strap or grab whatever's there. Mine's the big toe currently. And then you can forward fold. And you can also play with flexing or pointing the foot. Do you have to clasp? Absolutely not. You can deepen it with that block. But again, just exploring, having fun, and achieving whatever you can while honoring the wisdom of your body.